This is Mrs. Bosley at the library. We billed you for your overdue book, Karate Made Easy. We abuse our library. We don't get our cards renewed.
You're turning into a big disappointment for me.
The Morning Stream. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Good morning, every bun. Good morning, every bun, and welcome to the morning stream. Oh, we have a kitty early.
A kitty sighting.
Oh
sighting.
Man, what a
with
fluffy.
Straight up.
That gives me serotonin just watching it. That's great.
It's like holding a little cloud, is what it is.
Oh, that's adorable. You're like Mario, but less jumping. Or I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It's like a big tanuki is what I have right there.
There you go. Nailed it. Hey, everybody. We're here back. It's Monday. My words are all messed up today, so we'll see how this day goes. Coming off a busy weekend. Had a lot going on. It was like tons of stuff, and I know Brian's prepping for his big ride. Yeah. Oh, man.
2 big rides since last show. I did a big Thursday ride. No, I'm sorry. Big Friday ride. 15 miles, and then did a 25-mile ride yesterday.
Yeah.
I got a 30-mile ride coming up on Saturday. So I need to do it, keep the train growing with the Tuesday and Thursday ride this week. And then...
Did you say there was a method to the madness to how much you're doing before the thing? Like what you're doing at what ratio, how many miles, that sort of thing?
Not really. I just know that I want to keep ramping it up, but it's not like I say, okay, I need to do exactly, 35-mile ride on this date. I need to do exactly this mile ride on this date. I just know that I need to ramp up. But the other thing that I need to work on is the back-to-backs. So the 25-mile ride yesterday, I should do a ride today so that it's not like, all right, my body gets used to a big ride and then a day of rest and then a big ride, a day of rest, because I won't get that at the end of this month. It'll be a big ride and then a big ride.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not going to be... I mean, you always... So I don't know if you can describe this.
And a bigger ride on Sunday, because as we looked at the map today, it's downhill on Saturday and uphill on Sunday. The elevations of the two towns that I'm going between, Boulder and Estes Park...
Why do they do it that way instead of the other way around? So do the day two where you're all pooped already, you get a little more of a smooth downhill deal going on.
Because they're horrible, evil people whose only saving grace is the money they raise for MS. Everything else about them is evil and mean.
Yeah.
Mean.
Yeah. Sounds mean. That's a lot to expect from a very tired group of people that just rode the day before. But
exactly. It's like, let's give them a little bit of a break. Instead of, let's make it a straight shot and we'll just make it 50 miles on the second day. No, no. It's
not how it works.
Mean. Yeah. They're mean.
Well, that's great. All for a good cause, being mean. Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Nothing wrong with being mean.
Yeah. Be as mean as you want to be.
As long as it's for a good cause. Yes.
Actually, we can get something out of the way before you really have to go hard, and that is test some Oreos that were sent to us.
Ooh, I like this idea a lot.
Yeah,
yes.
We got in the mail the Post Malone edition of Oreos. Now, here's the thing. Oh, who sent these?
It was Mike Pacholik.
Oh, that's right. Mike sent them.
Yes.
And Post. I have not opened these yet. They were in bubble wrap when I got them.
You're a good person, Scott. I have sampled them because Tina was standing right next to me when I opened them up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm having one of those right now." Oh, all right, okay.
Did you? I mean, they seem tempting. I look at these and just go, "Oh my gosh! Of course, I'm going to try one of these." And I somehow managed not to, but.
Look closely at that image on the label of the swirly frosting inside.
Bunch of foodie.
Yeah, look at this, you guys.
Yeah.
Can you imagine not being tempted by that?
How could you not?
So it says Post Malone on there, but it doesn't show his visage. It's just a bunch of guitar picks.
That's correct, yes. And his signature. It's like it came from the Canes.
Yeah, yeah. And he's into this whole thing of stuff he loves. He now wants to own one or be on one or whatever. Can't really blame him. I think it's great. So I'm going to open. Oh my God!
I know it smells amazing, doesn't it?
It smells so good.
So one of the things I noticed is that basically you've got a chocolate side and a vanilla side, right, on each of these.
Yeah.
But the vanilla sides have spent weeks, months, whatever, rubbing up against each other. So the vanilla side looks like it's
They're a little dusty.
like a little nothing wrong with that. Did a little vaccine. You could probably get that cleared up with a little penicillin.
I don't think you even trust penicillin.
No, I don't think he does either.
You need to rub juice from your dirty sock or whatever.
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to open one. I want to see
Yeah.
if the swirl holds up in the middle like the picture. Oh, geez. Come on
Yeah,
now.
no, I have a little.
What the
I,
F?
have a,
You got a face at least. I got nothing.
I do have a little face.
Hello. All right, so there. Just for the record, I want to show this one more time.
The front of the package.
Yeah.
Yes,
The outside had a beautiful pattern inside.
I know.
I don't
I'm
have
sure
that.
that's what they look like before they smash the top half, like right out of the machine. I'm sure it's a nice little swirl like that.
And you think, and the machine probably puts it out in a thing that has to be mashed, right? It'll be
Right.
higher otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't blame him, I guess. It's fine. You're in the world of mass production cookies. We get it. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Oh. Those are good.
salted caramel and shortbread flavored cream.
Oh my gosh, these so have to be far from me.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I love them.
They are one of the best flavors we've ever had.
A little taste of Malone there.
Uh-huh.
And there's no aftertaste, or as you might say, post-taste. Oh, the wordplay.
Well done.
Thank you. All right, we did it. Mike Pacholik, you're awesome. Also, you're the devil. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And next time I listen to Post Malone, I will think of these.
Think of these Oreos. I will finish that bag post-haste.
Oh, see?
I played off of your post-taste. And
No, this is great. We can, as many posts as we can stick in there is the way I look at it.
yeah.
Anyway, there's that. Hey, we got a call about groceries. You know, we had the whole thing about whether you should. Is it cool to graze while you shop?
Right.
That's that whole
Boy,
thing.
that's been a huge topic of discussion in the Discord. So many people chiming in on that.
Yeah, it really kicked up a bunch of conversation. We got another Canadian writing in. Canada! And he has this to say about the whole idea. Okay. All right, here you go.
Hey, Sadrentino and Barbera. Those are two types of grapes, by the way. It's Dave out of Ottawa, Ontario, and just chiming in on the whole grocery grazing discussion. I'm not cool with taking things off the shelf and eating them, including grapes, because you have to wash the grapes before you eat them. That's just the general rule. Love the show, though.
Okay, so I didn't think about this. You really should. They have pesticides and other stuff. But can he do like an apple, though? You take it out, a little grape, and go on your shirt?
Rub it on your shirt? Yeah. Yeah, that's but before Tankerel wrote in or posted this in the Discord that she works at a Sprouts or Whole Foods, I think, and if an apple falls on the floor, does it make a sound? No. If an apple falls on the floor, it's not like they wash it, they just put it right back in the stack. So
yeah. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if a grape falls on the floor, like you're not grabbing one of the loose grapes in the bottom of the bag if it's a bag of grapes.
Right.
You're grabbing, one that's on a vine, pull it right off of the vine.
Exactly. And I might do a little on my shirt, but other than that, I don't care. Whatever.
I'm okay with the grapes. I've decided that, you know what? It's fine. I'm okay with the grapes.
Yeah, I think the grapes are okay too, although that is also controversial with a couple of people. I've heard them really freak out about it. But if it's a pre-priced bag, it's fine. You're paying for the full amount of the bag.
And even if you're buying by the pound, a grape is, less than an ounce. You're not really going to change the price by much.
No.
Sampling a couple of grapes.
No, and they're already screwing you on making you think that your membership card saves you money, and it really doesn't, and all that stuff.
Right, exactly.
You're already in their little shit system. So one grape. Okay? One. Right. And I think that's a way for Brian or I or anyone else to go, this bunch that I saw with my eyeballs looked good. Mm-hmm. Now I can confirm it tastes fine. That means I picked a good bunch. Let's go finish this transaction. I will walk out of here having paid for all of it. Right?
Or it's like, oh wow, this one was a lot more sour than I expected. I'm glad I sampled and figured out that it's not good.
Now, what's weird is we've come to a place where we feel pretty good about how that would work best for testing a grape and not really going crazy. But I think if you grabbed a big jumbo bag of Doritos, popped that open and was just eating chips while you walked around, that I wouldn't ever do. And I don't know why I think there's a difference. Because I'm going to pay for it either way. But why is it different?
It's something about because then you're not sampling to make sure you are fine with it or that it's a good batch. You're just eating.
Yeah.
At some point it's like, ooh, I want to make sure, if you're Jeremy Allen White and the Bear and you're at this grocery store and like, let me sample, let's see if I can get some of these grapes past my nose and taste them and see how good they are.
Yeah.
Then that's one thing and saying, all right, this is a good product. But at some point, if you're opening a bag or you're popping open a can of Ready Whip, you're just eating. You're just eating because you can't wait, you filthy animal.
Yeah, you disgusting beast.
Exactly. You just can't wait to...
You bipedal trash heap.
Exactly. Yes.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Next time anyone out there listening, or even Brian and I are out in a grocery store at an event or something, and we happen to be picking up stuff, we're going to remember all this.
Right.
And that's all we're going to think of. It'll be like, hey, Brian, you want a grape? And we'll laugh. We'll have a good time.
I mean, could you imagine if you, you picked up your Post Malone Oreos right off the shelf, and the package had been opened and one of them had been tasted, just to determine like, well, which package of Oreos do I want to get? Do I want to get the double stuff or the Post Malone or the mint or the vanilla?
Yeah, a bunch of half-open bags.
Yeah.
So what we're really calling for is Oreo sample stations. That's what we're calling.
Yes, that's what we need. Exactly.
Like a little multi-tiered bird feeder looking thing where people can just kind of take one and go, oh yes, these are lovely. I'll have a bag of those, please.
This actually would be an appropriate use of AI. Have instead of having to pull old ladies out of bingo parlors to serve us samples of frozen burritos, we could just have a little AI robot that provides us a quarter of an Oreo as a sample. Like, oh, I like that. I think I'll get that bag.
I always wondered about that. The women, they're not always women. Sometimes they're dudes. But the little old ladies that work at Costco at the little sample stations.
Costco's the big employer of, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, when they do that, do they go, is there a certain way you seek out those positions? Do they come to you? Does someone see a little old lady at a Costco and go, hey, how would you feel if we paid you? You know what I mean? Like how does that come around?
Like the Hollywood, like, oh, you've got a great look. I want you in my movie. They find an old lady and say, oh, you look like you could really serve up little samplings of Simply Fresh lemonade.
Yeah. Because I don't know how else you get that gig.
I think you work, I assume you are just a regular hired employee of Costco, specifically for Saturday and Sunday morning food tasting or lunchtime weekday food sampling. Yeah. And you come in that day and they say, all right, you're going to be doing Totino's Pizza. Head over to aisle 6. We got the table already set up for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. And it's probably like a regular old position you would advertise for and people would accept interviews for and go, I'm so bored on Saturdays. I think I'll take this position at Costco. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Although, actually, Luke Sightwalker says it's a third-party company. So instead of it being Costco, you're hired by Sample Brands Incorporated. And they just say, all right, Ethel, you're going to be heading to the Costco on the off the highway there, and you're going to be doing samples of saltines. Good luck with that.
It's like Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Uber and Lyft or whatever. Maybe they have you go to a Sam's Club today, and the next day you go to a Costco, and the next day you're at a Walmart or whatever.
Yeah, you move anywhere, and then
wild.
And they say, "All right, you've shown us you've got the chops. We're upgrading you to something that involves a toaster oven, and you're going to be cooking and serving at the same time. Think you can handle that?
Yeah, you got to wear these little plastic hand gloves and a little hat.
Gladys, think you got this one, Gertrude?
Yeah, you sold a lot of ravioli last weekend, so we're pretty proud of you." I don't know, man. That's pretty wild. That's a weird little sub thing that I don't think that much about while I'm there, but it's different than just a regular old employee walking around going,
for sure.
we're all out of toilet paper or whatever. Anyway.
For sure, yes. And Lori W. says, I may be older, but I refuse to go to a bingo parlor or work at Costco. Wearing Chucks and a Tool t-shirt may not be appropriate.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Lori, we love you.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. Never
and
changed.
you are going to be our kind of people. Like we're going to aspire to be like you when we as we get a little bit older ourselves.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, we're inching our way to oblivion. We're getting there.
exactly. Yes.
Hey, some credit where it's due. I mean, not that you seem to be right along with both critics and audiences, so it's not like it's that weird. But Brian had spoke very highly of the final, what is said to be the final Mission Impossible film, literally called Final Reckoning. And
when a movie franchise puts the word "final" in the title, you know it's going to be the last one.
it
Final
must be,
Destination.
or Final Fantasy, Final anything.
Final Friday 13th or whatever it's called.
That's Final Freddy or whatever the hell it was called.
Right. Yes.
Final Nightmare. Yeah, it was actually called
Final
that.
Nightmare. Okay.
And it wasn't. It kept going.
No.
They kept doing them. So I'm not saying they're going to keep doing them, but I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with a little second generation business. Anyway, all that being said, so here's what we had to do. I found out how far behind I was. I thought I was multiple movies behind. I was only one behind.
Oh, good. So just Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, the first part of this one. But then it hit me. I'm like, that's important. I need to see. I gotta do that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. Even though
They give you a little bit of a recap at the beginning of Final.
They do, and there are parts in it where they keep referring to things that happened in the very. I think you could get by, but it really is a better experience if you see it. And actually, if anything, because I saw them back to back, it was a nice illustration of how a movie can do a good job of filling in the gaps for those who don't know. It's actually kind of cool to see that. But anyway,
For sure.
saw it the night before part one. Kim and I, 3.5 hour movie. So
Yes.
we started
Yeah.
at like 8, and
Hammond said he felt like it was 3.5 hours. I didn't. I felt like, at the end of it, because it's such a ride and is so action-packed nonstop, that I was like, oh my God, that was 3 hours? It did not feel like it was 3 hours.
it didn't feel long to me. The only thing I knew, the only reason I knew it was long at all is because I had to pee, and I never usually do in movies.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I had to pee. So that's when about the end of it, I was like, okay, we gotta go. But anyway, it was great. I freaking loved it. I think I look back and just go, what a 30-year run this series is. It's crazy. And this movie and the last one, the final two, do such a great job of hearkening back to moments in the series and giving them credit, both story and otherwise, to the culmination of everything. In particular, I like all the references that 3 got. I love 3. 3 is one of my favorites. Still one of my favorites. And having all those references were really cool. Anyway, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. They kind of leave it a little bit open at the end, which tells me that maybe there's some spin-off potential. I don't know.
Sure.
But
sure.
I went in. Okay, here's the other thing I went in with. I was already a massive Mantis fan from Guardians going into this.
Oh, Palm Clementieff. Yes.
I could watch her do anything.
Yeah.
You want to open a couple of milk bottles? I'll watch you do that. You want to go outside and feed your dog? I'll do that. Whatever Palm wants to do, I'll watch movies with her doing that. Because she's freaking great, dude.
She's terrific. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved it. I thought it was great. So
Cool.
big recommendation.
Listen, getting Palm, getting Agent Carter, whose name
Haley
I can't
Atwell.
remember. Haley Atwell.
Yeah.
And then Ilsa. Like you get get some powerful kick-ass women in this thing.
Oh hell yeah! This series just had amazing.
These aren't
women.
your little Bond girls, man. These are
You also notice. I don't know if you noticed this. This isn't a spoiler at all. I don't think.
Oh no.
No, it's just something it's something I noticed. It's not really a spoiler, but in the first or in the final 2 movies, and I can't remember if the one before this or before that or anything past 3,
Yeah.
where he had a wife, right?
Yeah.
Michelle Monaghan was in it.
Yes.
Ever since then, he doesn't kiss anybody. There's no like love scenes, especially in these last 2. There's none. There's great chemistry between Haley Atwell and Tom Cruise's character, Ethan
there
Hunt.
definitely is.
But there's no one's making out. Nobody's
Don't we
having
get-
sex. None of that.
Don't we get a I think in Dead Reckoning, don't we get like he and Ilsa on like a little boat in Venice or something?
Well,
At least they don't kiss.
she's not in. Elsa's not in.
I'm going to be careful about saying anything, but I'm saying in Dead Reckoning, I think you get
Oh, in Dead Reckoning, right?
In Dead Reckoning, you get the two of them on a, like, you get a little montage of them in Venice and like on a boat or something.
Yeah, and there's like some hugging and laying her head on his shoulder and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but nobody's ever making out.
No kissing, yeah. I'm glad they don't focus on that. Like
a Bond movie, yeah.
Exactly. I really wanted Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames, though, to make out.
I did too. I was waiting a lot of movies for that to happen, and that's a bit of a spoiler. They don't make out, okay?
They don't make out. Sorry. Oh, gosh, I guess we shouldn't have said
We've given it away that
Yeah.
Ving and,
Speaking of kick-ass women, so Tina made it very clear to me when we saw the trailer for Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff that comes out this week, that she had zero interest in seeing it.
Yeah.
And Wes, Burgess Diesel in the chat room, local friend who's come to a couple Puzzle Pints, and we've hung out, went to his birthday party, etc. He said, hey, if Tina doesn't want to go to Ballerina, I'll go with you. And, it's not just a matter of, oh, sure, the seats, here you go, the seats available to you. I have very specific requirements for people I go see movies with. Like I'm more critical about people I see movies with than people I go out to dinner with or travel with or whatever. It's like, you're going to sit next to me, you know that if you F up, I'm talking about you on TMS for a week.
hell yeah. Hell yeah, and then people will call in and then we'll keep talking about you.
Exactly. So it's like, are you sure you want that kind of pressure? Are you going to be able to enjoy the movie knowing that I've got one eye on the film and one eye on you, making sure you don't make any noise?
You send out a little pre-designed PDF to your potential partners.
A little signature, please. Yes. Yeah.
I like that little non-disclosure.
I'll bring his little zipper packet to put his phone in. I'll hold on to it for the duration of the movie.
Yeah, you got like a special bag, hermetically sealed bag. Yeah, no, I mean, Brian's got, he's picky about his films, but it's something I appreciate about a good. Like, I wish everyone had these rules, and then we wouldn't have to worry so much about people being idiots.
They don't call me Brian Ibbett moviegoer for nothing, Scott.
No. I'm also going to see that one this week. This is like, what, 4 movies in 3 weeks?
Look at you seeing movies in theaters again.
It's just
Holy
such
cow.
a great lineup this summer. So much cool stuff
really
coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to see Ballerina. We're looking forward to that. Looking forward to 28 Years Later on the 20th.
Right.
It's a new Pixar movie that same day. Bunch of stuff coming out.
Oh, Olio or Elio. Yeah, I need to there was something that I need to watch John Wick 4 probably, because I have not that one I haven't seen.
Now that you say that, neither did I.
Okay. Well, I guess we both have homework this week.
I think we do.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Brainbow Bright just asked that question too.
Yeah, I still haven't seen 4. For a minute, it's a little like the Mission Impossible, the stuff that was kind of more pandemic era. I just missed them. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I will say this. I watched Smile 2, and I did like it more than Smile, the first Smile.
Better than 1, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean,
think so.
it needs 1 for the premise, but 2 is more like, I don't know. You know what it sells it is her. She's so freaking good.
She is really good. And the actress, I've seen her in a million things. The actress who plays her mom is excellent. And then her friend, I've always, I thought that that actress was really good. She used to be, oh, there we go. I bumped my own volume and like, look what I do. She was on that, the Kimmy Schmidt show. She was the daughter of Jenna, the actress whose name I'm blanking on. Oh my God, I can't remember any names today.
Dylan Galula. I'm looking at her. G-Lula? Dylan, she played Gemma, right? Is that what you were talking about? The friend.
Gemma, yeah. Yep, exactly.
Her first name's Dylan. Yeah, she's great. She's in a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah. Kimmy Schmidt was the thing I remember specifically.
She's perfect for being the goofy friend, but also she's not the typical goofball friend.
Right.
She's a little bit of a mix that works really well, I thought. But yeah, Naomi Scott freaking killed it in this. She also can really sing. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah.
We get that guy from Companion, Lucas Gage.
Oh, yeah.
That guy permanently, I think just permanently has his nose, he like had his nose surgically moved up like this. So that,
He also looks like the natural like kid brother of the dude from Party Down, the blonde guy. Always looks like that to me.
He totally does. Yes.
Whatever his name is. But yeah, that guy's in everything these days. He's doing well for himself.
For sure.
Well, there you go.
Anyway,
Let's get a little Dunaway action going. We're gonna fire it up and play a game. Let's see what that sounds like right here. There it is. Hey, look who it is. It's our old pal Brian Dunaway joining us. Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey, man, what are you doing over there?
Well, yeah, I just tried. It's a Monday.
Yeah?
You just not really sure. Still trying to get my feet underneath me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One of those kind of days.
Yeah.
It's like you have plans. You're like, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And you get started, and it's like, yeah, none of that's happening.
No.
So, yeah.
I feel for you, man. I understand where you're at. I feel your pain, and the fact that you're here with us just says what a good friend and host and quality content maker you are.
Well, exactly.
What are you dying? Am I dying? Oh my god!
Yeah.
What a professional you are. That's the deal.
We have some bad news. We've gotten your results back, and you're not dying at all. You're gonna live forever.
Oh crap!
That's even worse. Hey, we're gonna play a game though. We got all the rules, all the stuff. Brian, you want to explain this so people know what's going on?
I will happily explain all that. It's Welcome to the Morning Half-Asses, a trivia game where I'm actually going to be giving the two of you the answers. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a category and 6 possible answers, 3 of which are correct, and 3, like trying to find those faces walking around an airport, but they all look like Ethan Hunt, are incorrect. Depending on how confident you feel with the category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses, but if you get any of those guesses wrong, you get 0 points for that round. Get 1 right, you get a point. Get 2 right gets you 3 points, and get 3 right, well, holy cow, that's 5 points. That's easy math right there. Wow. The player with the most points after 3 rounds wins the prize for their contestant, and I've pulled contestants from members of the Tadpole that aren't able to be here live. Scott, you're playing for Andy Bilodeau, a.k.a. Andy Castor in Kensington, Maryland.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. We don't get a lot from Maryland. I feel like that's cool to get once in a while something from Maryland.
Nice to finally get some stuff. Nice to finally hear from Maryland.
That's right.
Brian, you're going to be playing for another Brian McDonald in Bartlett, Illinois.
Ooh.
McDonald. All right.
Like President Bartlett in your
Oh, my
thing.
gosh, your West Wing. Sure. Yeah.
Quality content right there.
Who knew? All right, let's give you your category and your 6 possible answers. Let's start with this one. People who died in 2016. Which of these people
2016?
died? Yeah, go back. Think about this. You have to go back.
People who died in 1852. What are you doing?
Well,
2016
at least was within your lifetime, Brian.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
Sorry, am I quantum leaping now?
I've got some very specific memories of 2016. This might actually go well for me, so I'm
might
excited.
actually go well for you. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's look at your answers. All right, people who died in 2016: David Bowie, Fidel Castro, Robin Williams, Yoko Ono, Lou Reed, and Muhammad Ali. All the time. Which 3 of those people died in 2016?
I'm gonna go I think I know 3 of these, but
okay. Well,
I might be wrong. I might be terribly wrong, but we'll see.
Okay, you both have locked, and of course the easy one was David Bowie. We remember where we were when we heard of the news about David Bowie in 2016. Got that one right.
Sucks.
The other ones, you guys went all over the board. Scott lucked in on Fidel Castro and Muhammad Ali, all E.
Very good.
And Brian lucked in on Robin Williams.
I know, I no clue.
Fortunately, nobody lucked in on Yoko Ono, who is still alive.
Yeah. And also, isn't Lou Reed still with us? I thought
Lou Reed died in 2013.
Oh, whew.
Oh, look at this. So somebody might have gone. Yeah, look at my one.
He died a little bit earlier, yeah. So let's look at who got this right. Scott, you, as predicted, nailed it. Yeah, Fidel Castro and Muhammad Ali were the other 2.
Well, that's because he was involved with at least 2 of those.
Yeah. You're not supposed to tell people. I'm already on lists.
Apologies. I'm sorry.
Person of interest, Dunaway. Yeah. Person of interest.
Look, I really didn't know Castro that well. I promise it wasn't me. I was sure that it was that Lou Reed or Fidel Castro were the ones that I was going to either get right or wrong, and so I'm glad to hear I picked right on that one.
Yep, you totally did. And Robin Williams died a couple years earlier in 2014.
14, yeah.
Very close. All right, so Scott, going into round 2 with 5 points, a huge lead. That's going to basically put you on your toes, Dunaway.
Scott went full ass. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
He went full ass. Let's go to question number 2. Indian tribes with a 2010 population bigger than Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is
I was starting to quit things. I thought you were
104,057.
stopping at Indian tribes. And I was like, yeah,
Indian
yeah,
tribes.
yeah.
Name these Indian tribes. So which three of these 6 Indian tribes have a population in 2010 that was bigger than Green Bay, Wisconsin's population of 104,000?
Right.
Apache, Cherokee, Navajo, Chippewa, Pueblo, and Iroquois.
Oh my.
Did Biff
Not Jamiroquai, Iroquois.
not Jamaica? Did Biff bring you back a book on people who died in the future? What are you doing? 2010.
I like
Yes.
it. I like that these.
I mean,
this is very.
Indian
It's not
tribes.
morbid. It's more informational. See, it's
Exactly.
like
Very specific.
Yes.
Very specific. 2010s. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't be vague on a question like this. You have to basically put a stake in the ground and say, at this point, which population was higher? Let's say right after this question was written, Green Bay just exploded with
Well, I was about to say, I
population.
just can't
Yeah.
imagine a huge population shift in Indian populations between 2010 and now. But apparently, I'm wrong. I'm hoping it's because it's booming and not the other. You said it was a happy question. All right, let's see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're absolutely. It actually should be indigenous people, not. But
Oh yeah,
Indian.
yeah.
I went by exactly what how the card was written.
Well,
so
back
I-
when it was written in 2010.
Yeah.
I mean,
The card says
I
moops.
know.
Card
The
says moops.
moops. Nope. I should know better having a future daughter-in-law who is indigenous. So
Yep. There you go.
she's Navajo, as a matter of fact. All right, you guys have both locked in. Brian going for it with 3.
What choice do I have?
Scott with 1. Scott's 1. Well, neither of you focused on the same ones, so somebody's losing some points here. Brian, you chose Cherokee. Cherokee had a population in 2010 of 285,476
Yeah,
members. Yeah, it was
bigger.
double.
Oh, it's bigger. Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 times Green Bay. You also chose Chippewa. Chippewa, a little bit more.
Five people. Oh, okay, good.
115,000, like only 10,000 more than Green Bay. So close one.
That was close.
Your third choice was Apache. Sadly, Apache, 64,869 members. Navajo was the other choice. Yeah, with 308, almost triple what the population of Green Bay was.
Good job,
the
Scott.
Navajo Nation.
Everything's coming up Johnson.
It really
That's
is.
right.
Not done.
I have no chance of winning now, or not even tying.
I mean, you
Right?
could.
I'm mathematically eliminated, right?
think
If I got 3,
so.
that'd be 5 points. That'd be it.
You're right. I win no matter
Oh,
what.
that's right. You have mathematics. Yeah, good job.
So I just quit. I'm just going to
Well
sit
done.
here.
No, you don't quit. It's all about the challenge of whatever Brian asks you next.
All right. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Maybe we should make it so that if Scott misses, he loses points this next
Okay.
round.
All right. Let me really quickly change the code. Okay, good.
Thanks, man.
Fix. So
Thanks.
if Scott gets any one of these wrong, and he's forced to pick 3 now, or else he automatically loses. All right. Let's get to question number 3. We're going to go to board games. You guys know board games.
Sure.
Probably played this one a lot as a kid. I never did.
2005.
I love how focused he is on the year thing.
He really
I think
is,
that is
really
so
is
funny.
upset about the year thing. All right. This is Risk. Countries that are also territories on a risk board. Which of these 6, which 3 of these 6 are countries that are also territories on a risk board? You've got Mexico, Egypt, Ethiopia, Brazil, Mongolia, and Germany.
Holy schmear. Boy, I'd love to nail all these. I guess I won't. It doesn't hurt to try. So
It doesn't hurt to try. You're not, despite Dunaway's attempts, you're not going to lose points if you get it wrong.
I don't know. I think that's right.
I don't know. That just
Okay.
feels-
I know. I'm sure of one of these 3 that I chose, but the other 2 is a bit of a.
Which? Tell me which one you were sure of.
I was sure of Germany,
Okay.
but maybe I'm wrong.
And you both did settle on Germany. You both picked Germany. Yeah, Germany's part of what's called Northern Europe.
Oh,
Your choice, your correct answers were
Oh,
Brazil,
I got
Mongolia, and
you,
Egypt.
dummy.
That's right. They regionalized a bunch of those into chunks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mexico is considered Central America, and Ethiopia is part of
Boy, I
East
didn't read
Africa.
I didn't read that question
No,
right at
it's
all.
all right.
That makes
It's all right.
sense. And Brazil. Sorry, what do they call it? Oh no, Brazil is one.
Brazil is one. Brazil,
Okay.
Mongolia, and Egypt were the correct answers. And that brings us to the end of the game, a shutout. Scott with 6 points, really leaning hard on his knowledge of years. You can't argue with Scott and his knowledge of years. What movies,
Facts.
who died,
I am pretty
when he
good with
puked.
years. I don't know what that is or what. I'm not full Rain Man or anything, but I'm pretty good with the years.
No, you're my go-to guy. If I'm ever
Are you drizzle guy?
if I'm ever if I'm ever held by the mafia and I have to find somebody who knows years or I'm going to die, it's Scott. I'm going to.
And it's good news. Good news is the mafia always gives you a phone a friend the option before they torture you. So.
They give
What's
me
gonna be
ask
great-
the audience 50-50 and phone a friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be great if Scott's not available, so you call me instead, and all I do is bitch about the years.
Yeah.
Brian, why does it have to be yours?
Yep. And then the story ends. Well done
Congratulations.
to me and our winner. Tell me who that was again and what they won.
Yeah, so it's Andy from Kensington, Maryland. He's getting a copy. This is really cool, courtesy of Taffy Guy Mike. Splendor, and then additional Splendor, the Strongholds DLC, and the Cities DLC. Is this based off the board game Splendor, by the way?
Good question. It might be, but it's not ringing a bell for me. Let's see. Go do a little quick check here. It's a Steam game, right?
It is. Yeah, this is a Steam game. Yep, it is based on the.
Oh, I own this. Duh. Yeah, no, this is exactly what that is.
Thanks, Billie
100%
Eilish.
based on that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually own the Marvel version of this and have not played it yet, but I will.
Quite good base game. I assume the Marvel one's even better because you got Marvel shit, but
Yeah.
stuff you can relate to or whatever. But yeah, it's reviewed well. This is a good game, and having all the DLC, you won today for sure.
Nicely done. Well, the runner-up is getting something pretty cool. XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Oh,
And,
now that is a banger.
yeah, it is.
Hopefully, I did not look at this, but I'm assuming you don't need.
Enemy Unknown is the base
core
game, so
It's a base game. Okay, good.
yeah, you're okay.
Cool.
That's just
Oh,
two.
sure enough, there it
basically
is.
two, or no.
Yep.
Is it one or two? Shit, I don't remember now. Anyway, whatever it is, that's the full game, and then there's DLC on top of that you can get.
Nice. So everybody wins something cool.
That's true. Everybody but Dunaway, who wins the no knowledge of years,
man.
and that's okay.
Crap.
Don't worry,
Or
you
territory countries.
you've won like 4 weeks in a row, so this is like my first in a while. Don't worry about it.
That's good.
Hey, here's the good news though. You and I later today, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, we're getting together. And we're gonna play a bunch of Ridge Racer, like arcade, PlayStation, early
We're not gonna
Ridge Racer.
play it.
Well, we're gonna talk about what we played.
Right.
We're going to talk about that game, why 4 is the best one, and the rest of them kind of suck compared to 4. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know what Brian's
Oh,
going to do.
yeah. Well, that's outside the outline, but absolutely. Feel free to talk about 4.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a little audio preview, something that's just the weirdest thing? This is from Rave Racer, which came later from Namco. It was a follow-up to Ridge Racer, but it was an arcade game called Rave Racer, and here's the very beginning of that arcade machine when you put a quarter in it.
Rave Racer.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good.
And then the music starts hitting.
Yeah.
And then you start, banging heads. Great.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's going to be great. That'll be 4 p.m. tonight. We'll see what we think, and we may do some patron stuff after. Watch another episode of Silverhawks. Who knows?
But maybe not Black Star.
Maybe
Some
not Black Star.
Silverhawk
Maybe we go back
Okay.
to Silverhawks.
You couldn't take it, could you?
You know, a
It's
little
like
little Monstar, little.
you couldn't take the seven Thobbits, or that were like hobbits that were purple. You couldn't.
No.
Not down with
no,
that.
those Smurf ass looking Hobbit ripoffs.
jeez.
They were the worst.
No.
So
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, no Black Star. Definitely Silverhawks today, if you are a patron. But the rest of the show is for everybody. So come check it out. 4 p.m. at frogpants.tv. Brian Dunaway, is there anything else you'd like to say? That's it. Just Tally Hawk. That's all you got. Okay, bye. All right, there is that. Let's get to some news. We got a little bit before our time runs out, and it starts with this. Where is it? Shit, I moved, didn't I, to the wrong thing. It's the news brought to you by.
Remembering that your earbuds were in your pocket before you hit start on the washing machine.
That happened this weekend. I was so
Good job.
this close, Brian. This
Oh my
close.
God. Yeah.
I'd put everything in. I'd shut the lid. Soap was in, ready to start, and I went, oh shit.
Wow.
Opened it again, dug
Good.
through there, found them, and they had missed all the soap that I had poured in there. And it's a liquid soap, so it went around, but didn't get on the buds. Saved the day. And sometimes earbuds work great after and yes, so these were Raycons, chat. These are the ones that were in there. Sometimes they'll survive the wash. Sometimes you get lucky and they just work because, it's simple electronics or whatever. But most of the time, it's corrosive. It's not good. and I was stressed, but I got them. So
At what point do you just say, I probably just am not, I'm just not allowed to have loose earbuds? Like you lose them in the couch cushions,
Right.
You know.
Well, this was the case. It was the whole unit. So it was
It was the whole thing. Wasn't just the earbuds loose.
No,
Gotcha. Okay.
just the whole little charging pod with the lid and everything. And I think that would have probably been okay if they'd have gotten washed. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I still felt pretty good about my catch. You know, once in a while, our brains are good.
Very good.
Let's get to this story about a man in Norway who woke up to find a huge container ship in his garden.
Yeah, I saw the photo of this. Oh, my God.
Now, in terms of garden, I think that's like a UK way of saying yard.
Your front lawn. Yeah.
It's in our yard is what we call it here. Anyway, he woke up, finds this giant container ship had run aground and crashed into his front garden. The 135-meter ship, which is 443 feet for you U.S. people, and some of you UK people who still use feet. I don't know. I don't know who you are. Anyway, missed Johan Hellberg's house by meters at about 5 local time, 3 p.m. GMT. On Thursday, Mr. Hellberg was only alerted to the commotion by his panicked neighbor who had watched the ship as it headed straight toward the shore. And the doorbell rang at a time of day when when I don't like to be open, he says. That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? A little bit.
It's when I don't like to open.
That must mean just middle of the night.
I mean, well,
Right.
yeah, doorbell rang at a time of day when I don't like. Yeah, probably just like, I don't answer the door between X and Y times.
Oh, yeah, 5 local must be AM, 3 a.m. GMT. Maybe that's what the deal was.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he went to the window and was quite astonished, it says. Let's see, to see a big ship, he added in an interview. I mean, I would too. I would see that and go,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Yeah, you can't park that here. I mean, the best shot is the one from way up overhead where you're looking down at this ship that is just like stabbed itself right into the shore at this person's house, and no houses, on either side of it. It's like, nope, beeline for this guy's. This guy's.
Gosh, I would freak the F out. Look at that.
Yeah. Show the second photo. Scroll down a little bit. That one right there.
Oh, my gosh.
Like a dart hitting a dartboard.
That boat looks like it was printed from like 8 different filaments, doesn't it?
It does.
Got the green and the red and the black and the whatnot. That is pretty wild. I would not be, man, so specific where he lives right there.
I know. Like, right. It's like.
What a beautiful place, though.
Could have gone kilometers in either direction and not hit anything, but.
Well, he got lucky because that is almost his house.
Yeah.
What a cool place to live, though. That's beautiful. Holy shit. I want to live right here,
Yeah.
there.
I know. Isn't it beautiful? They're in the fjords.
Fair in the fjord. The fjords. All right. Well, there's that. He's okay. Everything's okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to this one. What's this one? Here it is. San Jose Topgolf employees. We've been to a Topgolf there in Vegas.
Yeah.
They're
We have
fun.
a couple of them in Denver. Love them. It's a great. It's really the only way I want to play golf now. I
Yeah.
don't want to do.
18
I don't
sweaty
want
holes.
to do exactly. No, I don't want to get in a car and have to drive around. No, I want brightly colored targets that I have to hit with a golf ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want some gamification. I want some weird scoring. I want all that. Well, anyway, San Jose. There's a location there. They say that employees were forced to work in raw sewage, Brian.
Ugh.
Yeah. How you like that?
It just depends. I mean, there's the different levels. You've got 3. I think when we played, I think we were on the 3rd level at the one in Vegas.
Yeah.
And if you're down in the bottom, raw sewage, but you pay a little bit more to be out of the raw sewage on level 2.
Exactly. Don't eat the food on either level though, because
The food was It's too bad because the food's really good.
the food's great, but if you got raw sewage downstairs.
Not the raw sewage one. Yeah.
It says employees at the Topgolf in San Jose were forced to work around raw sewage while serving customers on Sunday, according to an employee of the business. Food runners at the golf and party venue walked through raw sewage, complete with fecal matter and toilet paper, while serving
Nope.
customers.
That's when you just say, hey, you know what? We're closed.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like an easy decision to say, yeah, let's close the place.
Well, the health department would in a second.
Oh yeah, and you would get so fined, and anybody got sick, they could sue you if like. What did you just track into our golf bay here? What is that brown stuff on the ground? Is that poop?
Yeah, I would lose my effing mind.
Yeah.
The sewage, according to employee who wished to remain anonymous, was leaking from the ceiling, dripping through light fixtures and pooling on the floors. Every step of those food runners took and spread the contaminated water throughout the venue, touching tables, chairs, and surfaces the guests were eating on, the anonymous employee said on Reddit. Bartenders at the business were required to mix drinks in areas where the floor was actively seeping sewage water and the air was thick with the smell of feces.
That's my favorite Madonna movie, by the way, Actively Seeping Sewage.
Oh, it was so good. It's a shame she doesn't act more now, She was so good in that.
Yes, absolutely.
Says here, bartenders reportedly tried to stand away from the sewage but were forced to enter contaminated spaces to get supplies, mixed drinks, that sort of thing. No, close down. It's an emergency.
Yeah.
That's literally an emergency. You close down until you fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's effed.
Yeah, you immediately shut down. You give people their money back who've paid for the bays they rented. You get it dealt with, cleaned up, sanitized, and then you bring people back in.
Yeah, and then you rename that location Bottom Golf because gross.
Exactly.
I'm never going
there. By the way,
again.
if there's not a porn parody of Desperately Seeking Susan called Desperately Seeping Susan, then somebody's doing it wrong.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? If they haven't done it, Brian Ibbett Production, Coverville Productions.
Brian Ibbett, Coverville Productions.
Yeah. See, look, you can do your own music and everything. You got this.
That's right. Hey, I'm here to install new pipes in the Topgolf.
Oh, come on in. I'm sorry. I need to put my shirt back on. I was just so hot in here.
Did you order a pizza?
Yes, because the food here is contaminated. We couldn't eat it here at the Topgolf. All right, let's move on to this final story. Cinema goer injured after the ceiling collapsed during, you guessed it, Final Destination.
Oh, no, they finally got him.
Yep, I love this. This is amazing.
Yes.
Kind of feel like I was waiting for this story to happen because just the irony of that movie.
Yeah, like, if it was a Friday the 13th or Megan or something like that, it's like, all right, yikes, that's horrible. But the Final Destination just feels like you missed Final Destination 1. It's finally getting its revenge.
Yeah. I still to this minute cannot believe I saw a Final Destination movie in a theater. Never done that before. First time for us. That's just a weird thing to say in 2025.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd you see in movie theaters this year? Final Destination Bloodlines.
Final Destination, yeah.
And it's reviewing really well. It's not like I'm seeing crap, but I loved it.
I can't wait to see the new installment of the Three Ninjas franchise on the IMAX screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't. There's no other way to enjoy the Three Ninjas. Well, anyway, let's see. Someone says they made Desperately Sleazy Susan. Okay, I can see that. 1985.
That's lazy.
It's pretty lazy. But seeping's pretty gross. I don't want that.
It is pretty gross. I guess that's not going to attract. Ugh, she's seeping? Okay, that sounds like an open wound. Maybe Desperately Squeaking Susan.
Oh, gosh. I hate all of this. I hate it all. I like Susan seeking Three Ninjas. How about that? Anyway, so this is how this went.
All of a sudden, I'm getting defensive. Three Ninjas, the Three Ninjas franchise.
Are you kidding me?
From Wes and Talia.
You guys are wrong.
Come on now.
That movie series sucks. It's not good. That's okay. You're children then. That's how you like a thing that's bad.
Yeah.
Or you like it ironically.
Well,
you know
in defense, Wes's is his son.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Mal's a big excuse me. Mal's a big fan apparently of the Three Ninjas series.
Yeah, if you're a kid, then you're into it. I get it. I totally get it. I was into stuff that there's no way I would like as an adult. There's no way. I'm pretty sure the first Star Wars would have annoyed me if I was 30 then.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I knew people who it did. So, it's about kid.
And it's, and I will say this. I've never seen it. I've seen the trailer, and I kind of figured out that it was not for me by the trailer. So I'm saying I'm deriding it without giving it a fair shot. Let's cue it up for film sex.
I have seen Three Ninjas, and you are safe in your belief that it's stupid.
Okay, good, excellent.
I don't want pooing anybody else's cookies, but I don't mind pooing on the chat room's cookies. It's fine. We're all here together.
Yeah,
we're here crapping on each other's cookies at the Topgolf. Anyway, so how this went was these fans were in this theater in Argentina. Mm-hmm. It says that they had an unexpectedly interactive experience. in the theater as it came crashing down while they were watching this horror film released earlier this month, latest installment. We don't have to get into that. Who cares?
No.
But it typically follows a group of friends who manage to escape gruesome deaths thanks to premonition and then they enter a race with death only to learn they cannot escape their eventual fate. Or at least most of them. A couple of the movies had survivors, but
right, of course,
most of them don't.
Some of them even question at the end whether or not there are going to be survivors or not.
Yeah, some of them, like 3, leave you wondering a little bit. Anyway, at a 9 p.m. screening in the capital of Buenos Aires, that province there, Familia Valverde, age 29, was in the theater with her 11-year-old daughter with a friend and was hit by debris after part of the roof caved in. It was quite a loud noise, she says. Also, don't take your 11-year-old daughter to this.
Yeah, probably not. I know it's on the fun side of horror, but
oh man, there's some stuff in there. If I was 11, I'd be scarred.
Let's go see the 3rd installment of the Terrifier series.
Yeah, because it's really I don't know, man. Modern horror movies aren't for 11-year-olds. I don't care how mature they are.
What did Tina and I just see? Was it Mission Impossible? It might have been Mission Impossible that I was surprised by. A relatively small child that was walking around the theater with a blanket, like Linus, basically carrying a teddy bear and a blanket, walking around the theater after the movie. I'm like, Lilo and Stitch is next door. Why didn't you take your kid to see that? Yeah,
I don't know why they're either going to be bored or freaked by how loud everything is.
Exactly. It's less that they're going to see naked and death and killing and blood and stuff like that. But
I will say
naked and death and killing and blood.
There's no boobies or anything in the new Final Destination. So if you're worried about that, you're okay. But if you want to see some of the sickest deaths I've ever seen, and I mean this, I've seen a lot of horror movies. Some of the worst, most gory things I've ever seen are in this new one, and it is unbelievable. Especially one of them, dude.
Really?
I'm not over it. I don't think I'm
gonna get to see it in theaters. I think it's gonna be once it comes to streaming, because there's so much else. I want to see the Phoenician Scheme. I want to see. I'd still like to see Sinners, although I think it might already have left theaters. At least left the Draft House.
Probably. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess it's gonna be different depending on where you go. They still had it at ours, but I doubt it's there much longer.
Yeah, but 28 years later, I mean, there's a lot that I want to see between now and the end of the month. So I think Final Destination might be
When's the Phoenician Scheme out? Is that out soon?
Comes out this Thursday, or did it come out last week? I think this Thursday.
Okay.
Or Friday.
So I have to pick between that and the ballerina deal? Shit.
Yeah.
I'll see what Kim's in the mood for.
Jay Funktastic said, I saw Sinners Saturday Night. It's my favorite movie of the year so far. I mean, Scott said pretty much the same thing. Everybody that I've talked to, Monica loved it.
100% my favorite movie of the year. Something's going to really have to work hard to beat it. It was so good.
Let me see here. June 4th. No, Sinners still at the Draft House. Maybe I sneak away during the middle of the day and Tina will want to see Sinners.
It's so good.
Sinners! Halt, Sinners!
And it's very much a big screen vibe.
Yeah.
I thought, anyway. I loved it.
All right,
we're going to take a break. Or no, we're not. We're leaving. This is it.
We're going to take a 24-hour break, or a 23-hour break.
23-hour break until you get more TMS. So if you pause here, don't hold your breath. You just want to wait today.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple of quick things I want to do before we get out of here. One is a mashup from Jamie. This is a throwback.
Oh, cool.
This is a good one. I want to play this, so I'm going to do it, and then we'll get out of here after that. So here you go.
This is very different than you're used to. It's not easy being green.
Heaven knows I'm miserable now.
I haven't had a normal poo in months. I'm constipated. Faceless, genderless person in a coma. I know.
I went out for a job and I found a job. And heaven knows I'm miserable now.
That is so it.
Sail on peanuts on aisle 4.
And heaven knows Kellogg's cereals are
half off only this week.
And we're miserable now. Butcher's in a coma, I know, it's serious. A very sensitive button. Don't try to press it, cause it hurts, and I don't want to hurt anymore. Hampton on the coast of New Hampshire.
I know.
Kicking a seagull with my cheeseburger.
It's
Kick the seagull, kick the seagull, kick the seagull. Kick the seagull, kick the seagull.
I took my cheeseburger, kicked the seagull.
All right, apparently we had a Morrissey. That was our Morrissey mashup.
That was our Morrissey era.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was good stuff. Thank you, Jamie, for that.
That could so easily be updated with the 20 or 30 we've done since then.
Oh, yeah. You've got material for days.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. All right. Thank you for that. Real quick note that today, later, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, you will get to watch the Monday show, if you so desire, live with me and Carter. That will be happening at 1 p.m. I should be back by then. Something changes, we'll let you guys know, but should be good. And then Play Retro at 4 p.m. today, as mentioned earlier. We should probably get out of here, but with a song first.
Yes. David wrote in, said Brian and Scott, period. June 1st, I turned 59, period. Or over. I'll do it like it's a telegram.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Brian and Scott, over. June 1st, I turned 59, over. Growing up on Star Trek, Quark and Jason of Star Command, I always thought the future would be bright, but we ended up with this. Over. Since I doubt you would play The Day the Nazi Died, could you play Children of the Revolution? Love the show, though. Over.
Wow. He's right.
That's right. It's stop, not over. It's stop. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess it depends on where you're at. But yeah, no,
I guess I was doing the CB radio, not the telegram.
Sure. No, he's serious, though. Listen to this guy. He's ready. He's no nonsense. He wants just to get
David,
to the song.
right to the point, David.
Yeah.
Children of the Revolution, great song, originally by T-Rex, who also gave us Get It On, Bang a Gong, and sadly died in a car accident, and the person driving was Gloria Jones, who did the original version of Tainted Love. There's your piece of trivia.
Nice.
The guy wasn't named T-Rex, by the way. It's Mark Bolan.
Oh,
but Mark
okay.
Bolan,
No, he didn't pop out, and the mother went, I'm going to name him T-Rex.
Right, exactly. Look at his little short arms. I'm going to name him T-Rex.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get to a cover of Children of the Revolution. Back in the 80s, you remember a song by a German woman named Nina called 99 Red Balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you do.
Sure.
In 2007, she released an album called Cover Me, in which she does a bunch of different covers of songs, as you might guess from that title. Here is her cover of T-Rex's Children of the Revolution.
Go to frogpants.com for more amazing. It's like a maze of amazing.
Can we eat it?